I'm here with Rick from 3M, and this booth caught our eye, because it looks like typical fall protection, but talking a little bit, seems like it's a bit more than that. Can you tell us why your product is different from what most people would know with fall protection?
Sure, absolutely. So what we have is a device that's called Connected Order Picker System, and what it does, it has the ability to detect the worker's presence. So the second I step on the platform, the system detects my presence. I've got escalating alerts, so I've got a solid red LED that eventually will start flashing, and that's the escalating alerts letting me know that, hey, I still haven't connected to my fall arrest system. Eventually what will happen is I'll get an overhead alarm, so it's 80 decibels, letting me know, hey, I need to tie off. So the second I tie off, let the gate close, I've got green LEDs that give me the visual indicator that I'm properly tied off. It lets me know, number one, the system has power, that I'm properly connected. And what it also does is it lets any site supervisor walking the floor, if they look down an aisle and they see green LEDs, that they're properly connected. The system is so sensitive that even if I barely twist the gate open, it knows that I'm not connected. So I have to get a true connection. If I reach back and I connect into my hoodie, or if I couldn't get my collar, it knows that I'm
not a good connection.
Not a good connection. So it lets me know that I'm not improperly connected. It has to fully seat. We communicate to the sensor box with a 2032 coin cell battery.
It's one of those things, as soon as you
and that's a replaceable battery. Under heavy use, we get about 6 months to a year of battery life. Light use, we get about 1.5 years use out of it. What will happen is if the battery starts running low, for 20% or less, these green LED lights turn yellow. So that lets me know that I've got...
Gives you some of that.
Yeah, I need instant feedback that I need to replace that battery. What usually happens, we red tag the truck, and during just a regular PM, they replace the battery.
Okay, so what kind of sensors are being used to know that you're on the platform versus not?
So we have an overhead sensor box that's a proximity sensor. So it senses the top of my head, my shoulders, and we sense down to right about the waist level. Reason being is we don't want to detect things that are on the platform itself. So if we don't want to detect boxes or packages. The other sensor that we have is in the hook. We have an inductive sensor. The inductive sensor senses metal inside this bowl. So if we've got aluminum or steel or stamped steel, it detects that.
And that's what the hooks in your vest are made of. So
yeah, that's what we're connecting into.
Okay.
The other thing that this has is we actually have a gate sensor in it. So that gate sensor is very sensitive. So if you twist it open just a little bit, it knows that, hey, I'm not fully seated. The other thing that's people really like in this industry is the harness. And I'm going to step off to kill the alarm. But I have a spring-loaded D-ring. That's an ideal harness for people in warehousing applications because they're on and off the truck, sometimes up to 100 times a day. So if you've got a worker athlete who has maybe a bad shoulder from a sports injury, it's a lot easier to reach back and connect to that D-ring as opposed to finding something that's in the middle of your back that's flopped down.
Yeah, hard to get in and out.
Hard to get into.
Okay, so what kind of setup? So if you're going to equip a forklift, like how much time, what's the process?
So for the alert version, we just tie into the truck's power. Typical installation is about 45 minutes. It's basically tie into the truck power where it's constantly on, so that even if the key is off on the truck, it'll still detect my presence. Then you run the wires up, connect the sensor box. The sensor box is connected, it's clamped onto the overhead guard.
Yep.
And then we connect the power cord and then the two LED strips.
Okay. And then you just pair this to the sensor box, like a Bluetooth pairing.
Yeah, so if for some reason the system's not paired, all I do is reach up, press and hold, and I go into pairing mode. So I got the blue wave, and all I do is take my gate, twist it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Get the green wave, letting me know that I'm properly connected, or I'm paired. And that pair, it's locked on. So it doesn't interrupt like sometimes your cell phone does with a portable speaker. This means it's locked on. So if you ever did a maintenance and had to switch out your self-retracting lifelines, that's how you prepare the system.
Very cool. Well, thanks for taking some time.
Keep it-
All right, well,
let's
thank you.
get that.
Thanks.